India is expected to witness varied weather conditions across its different regions, ranging from intense heat and clear skies in northern and western parts to humid, rainy and thunderstorm-prone conditions in southern and eastern regions. Well, temperature variations will remain significant across the states. Well, let's start with North India. Punjab will experience mainly clear skies with hot and dry weather conditions and very high daytime temperatures. In Amritsar, the maximum temperature is 38 degrees Celsius, while the minimum is 20 degrees Celsius. Moving to Bathinda, the maximum remains 40 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 21 degrees Celsius. In Chandigarh, Mohali, the maximum temperature rises to 38 degrees Celsius, while the minimum stays at 20 degrees Celsius. Jalandhar will see a maximum of 38 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 20 degrees Celsius. In Taran, the maximum reaches 43 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 25 degrees Celsius. Himachal Pradesh will experience partly cloudy skies with chances of light rain or thunderstorms and relatively cooler hill weather. In Dharamshala, the maximum temperature is 37 degrees Celsius while the minimum drops to 19 degrees Celsius. Kangra sees a maximum of 36 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 22 degrees Celsius. In Shimla, the maximum reaches 31 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 16 degrees Celsius. Manali will be slightly colder with a maximum of 23 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 6 degrees Celsius. Delhi, the capital region, will experience mainly clear skies with extremely hot and dry conditions and very high daytime temperatures. The maximum temperature is 42 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 24 degrees Celsius. Haryana will experience mainly clear skies with hot weather conditions and consistently high temperatures throughout the state. In Gurgaon, the maximum is 41 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 26 degrees Celsius. Panipat will see a maximum of 40 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 23 degrees Celsius. Sirsa records a maximum of 42 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 22 degrees Celsius, while Nu reaches a maximum of 42 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 28 degrees Celsius. Jammu and Kashmir will experience mixed weather with partly cloudy to cloudy conditions, warmer in Jammu and cooler with possible light rain in hilly areas. Kupwara will have a maximum of 27 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 8 degrees Celsius. Srinagar records a maximum of 27 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius. In Jammu, the maximum reaches 38 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 21 degrees Celsius. South India will experience a mix of partly cloudy to generally cloudy skies with spells of rain, thunderstorms and hot humid conditions with gusty winds in some areas. In Kerala, the maximum temperature is 35 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 26 degrees Celsius. Moving to Tamil Nadu, the maximum reaches 36 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 27 degrees Celsius. In Karnataka, the maximum is 36 degrees Celsius and the minimum 23 degrees Celsius. Andhra Pradesh will see a maximum of 40 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 27 degrees Celsius. Finally, Telangana records a maximum of 40 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 27 degrees Celsius. West India will experience mainly clear to clear skies with hot weather conditions across most of the areas. In Maharashtra, the maximum temperature is 33 degrees Celsius, while the minimum is 26 degrees Celsius. Gujarat sees a maximum of 33 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 26 degrees Celsius. In Rajasthan, the maximum reaches 42 degrees Celsius, while the minimum is 27 degrees Celsius. East and Northeast India will experience partly cloudy to generally cloudy skies with chances of thunderstorms, lightning and occasional spells of rain in several areas, while some regions may also see sunny conditions. In West Bengal, the maximum temperature is 36 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 28 degrees Celsius. Moving to Assam, the maximum reaches 35 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 22 degrees Celsius. In Bihar, the maximum is 41 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 27 degrees Celsius. Overall, the country will experience a mixed weather pattern with severe heat waves dominating North and West India, while South, East and Northeast regions will see more cloudy conditions with rain and thunderstorms, bringing slight relief in some areas, but continued humidity and instability in others.